Okay, so ISO number 3 is one of the first times we have a little bit of a complex drawing, right? Maybe the hardest of all, the hardest ones we have so far. So we're going to go through, just like we always do, we're going to make our V. If I was smart, I'd start doing these before I turn the camera on just to save time, but I'm not too smart. So we will start our cube. The goal, just like before, is we want to make a cube that our object is going to fully fit inside of. That's like the number one thing for every drawing, right? Assessing how big that cube should be and then drawing it. So if I look at my drawing, and I don't know if you'll see if I pick it up, not really. So you have to look at it yourself, but the width, this dimension and that dimension is 1 and 1 making 2. Those are 2 inches. Each grid is a quarter of an inch. So it's eight dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And just like we have been, we draw our line straight up. Then on the width, we have 3 dimensions. 1, 2, actually you can circle that a little darker. 1, 2, and 3, right? 3 inches, which is 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm going to draw that line straight up. And then we're going to need a height. Again, I'm drawing my lines really dark. You should draw yours light. The height is there plus there, 1 each. So the height is 2, which is 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we make our cube. And we don't need measurements for this. Once we're off and running here, we can just go. Every time the line intersects, I can find the place to go next. So again, I'm drawing really dark. You should be drawing really, really light. I'm drawing dark so you can see it because it's not the best situation, but we will. I'm going to erase this line just so you can see my cube a little bit better, but there she is. From there, we want to start identifying any objects, any lines that are on the face of our cube. So let's start over here. We have a cube that is 1 inch by 1 inch, and this face is on the front of it. So let's go up 1, 2, 3, 4. Make a mark. 1, 2, 3, 4. Make a mark. And let's draw this in so that we can see that cube face. This is just like the practice drawings that I gave you before, last class, making sure that you do your red and green lines, that you show how each face touches. So there's one cube. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, good. We have another one over here, which is, again, 1 inch by 1 inch. So we'll go up. 1, 2, 3, 4 over 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll draw that in. Draw that line. And then we've got this object on the top, which touches the outside edge of the cube. Right? We've got a spot here, and we've got a spot here. Those 2 cubes are 1 inch by 1 inch. So side by side, they're 1 inch by 2 inches. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we'll identify that area. Okay, great. So those are all the objects that touch the faces. Now, generally, we shouldn't have to make another measurement. We shouldn't have to draw it on there. The rest of them we should all just kind of get by where they go. So let's come down here, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we'll come back to our object. You can see you're just kind of going to start carving. From those faces, you can start hitting all of these other places that you want to be. That's there. And this one goes from here to here, all the way across. Okay, then this one's got to go back. Well, let's go down with this one, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll come back across. Go into these 2 spots. And there. And this one draws back to here. Then we can come down 4 here. Connect that line over there. And that is our object, right? So now I'm going to go through, just like we've been doing, I'm going to erase all these lines. That shouldn't be there. I'm going to try not to darken this one with you. I think you can, we're to the point now where we've done enough of these where you can go through and darken on your own. But I'm going to erase these ones just so you can see the object as it should look when it's done. And the reason we lay out that cube at the start, it just makes everything so much easier for finding your places. It increases the chances that you don't make a mistake. That line shouldn't be there either. And that's generally it. Oh, we're missing one line. We're missing one right here. Great. So after you darken it, write ISO number 3 underneath it, sign it, and then upload it to Classroom. If you have any questions, obviously stop by and ask. Good luck.